Hi there, and welcome to my channel. This is Kate from the Journal Nest in Australia, and I'm so glad that you're here with me. I've got to tell you, I've got a few stories to tell this afternoon, and as we make together, I want you to just settle back, enjoy the ride, and I hope you'll find something inspiring this afternoon. Of course, the sun's shining here, so it's afternoon in Australia. Whatever you are doing or wherever you are, I just want to share with you. So, a few baskets to start the story off. I've been out, and I may even call this thrifting and gifting, because I've been out and about today. I spent some lovely time with a special friend who has gifted me some things, and I've been to some thrift shops, or op shops, and in fact here in Vinnie's, as we call it, I found this piece, and this is being my inspiration. We need to get our punchy papers out together. These are my colours. I still haven't got up to using this bird, and that is going to be something that we talk a little bit about this afternoon. My nest is full of birds and butterflies, but I have been having some challenges, so let's zip to that right now. Some of you have been on the journey with me as I've developed my style, and right from the very, very beginning. And you may know, even now as I open this up, this one's a bright little thing. This is my second Blake's journal, but I haven't touched it for quite a while because I started being overcome by these very bright colors, and thanks to many of you, you gave me a lot of ideas. And now, because of something that's happened today, I'm inspired to try again with you and take you along with the journey. So that's another part of the inspiration. So that's that nest with birds in it. Some of the thrifting also today. I mean, sometimes how does this happen? Every little doily that I found, look what's happened, has a bird on it and some yellow flowers. So amazing. And this, and I know some of you struggle, if I could just give you these, I would, from my heart to yours. Look at this. There are 3 pieces. This is the biggest. Now, you know purple's not my colours, and I do struggle in my journals with colour. 2 big birds there, another piece, and another piece connected for $2. So the message was coming through quite loudly to me to challenge me to maybe look at using some colour in my journals again. The gifting, you'll be blown away, and I've asked my friend if it's okay if I share this. And this is what I, really want to say is the most wonderful thing about this community. And if you haven't got thrift shops around you or access to older things, it doesn't have to be vintage. There are always, if you share what you're doing, I'm sure people will want to gift you things. So this is a fabulous book. Look at that, 5 pages, encyclopedia of needlework, and it is full of these beautiful illustrations that relate to our slow stitching. There's a dress, and go here, that I'm going to use as inspiration for some pages in my vintage journals. Just look at this. How beautifully do these go? So if the colour's too much for you and you need something out of this afternoon, just remember that we can pull out these pages and keep it neutral colours, and everything goes together beautifully. So the camera's a bit bumpy. That's because my excitement and my heart is beating. She gifted me a book about birds that has, here we go, look at these Now, another of you subbies out there, love you all. Thank you and welcome to my new subbies. It's such a fantastic ride we're on. Together, we're learning. So this is about wherever you are on your journal journey. I hope you know that I'm learning. I'm in awe of you. But one of my subbies wrote in and said that her family was starting maybe to question her doing this with books, and I have to say that I'm such a lover of books. I can't find the pictures. See, my eye at the moment goes, I couldn't ever use those, but this is the fantastic yellowtail black cockatoo that I could put in one of my journals. So there we are. So it's about the tones, it's about what colours you like and implementing those. So I'm going to challenge myself. Now, if you don't like book terrors, look away. I've not done fussy cuts very much with you, but I've been inspired. Now, I think there may even be a page about owls in here. And some of you will remember how much I love to include owls. It's not jumping out. Won't use those today. At the same time, look at this. For a book of flowers, as I go through, I know that I need to start stretching myself and getting back to using more colour. So I'm showing you lots of text, but that's because every text, look at that. And look at that. So many of these pages we're going to have a look at this afternoon. She's already been using it, so that's the gorgeousness of a gift. So this isn't about really anything much than saying how grateful I am for the support of friends and family who know that I love books. And this is the one that I thought we might do some practicing on together. Again, if you know me, green is not my colour. Well, I love green, but in my journals I've struggled, and I've really struggled with bright. Let's go back and learn together. So when I was putting this together, I was okay with those butterflies. I could live with that yellow, but when I came to, where is it? This. Are you ready? Da-da-da-da. Kate became overwhelmed. And I've tried all sorts of things, ideas to cover this up. But it's so beautiful. I've got to learn how to cope. And that's going to lead me to something I'm going to share, because my friend is an artist and knows much more about painting and ways to work colour than I. So I'm going to share some things from her. But to get us started, just imagine you're with me and say, Kate, stop there. You could work with that one. So this is real Kate. It doesn't always jump out. And sometimes we have to search. I'm trying to find one that I'll have a bit. Okay. So that page has got daisies. I love daisies. I'll keep that one out. And this one's got more daisy little tops. You know, it's on the back. Okay, there's a drawing. Field weeds, what are they? There's a lot of green on plants and they need that, don't they? So if Kate's going to do botanicals, I've got to learn how to do this. They're all so beautiful. Okay, because I've got blue, but yeah, let's keep this one out. And I'll do look at some yellow flowers and some blue flowers. And a black cockatoo. And small birds when we get there. So I've asked my friend's permission to share with you her gift to me. And this is, you know, I suppose I've just got a little bit teary. I have received so much encouragement. Yeah, I am a bit emotional. If you don't like emotion, I'm sorry. I have received so much back since I've become a YouTuber that it's hard to put into words. So this is me giving back to you the gift of my friend. So she has gone through for me and prepared an answer to my struggle. So here's what I was struggling with. I openly shared that with you. I need to look up, I think it's William Blake Journal 2 or Poetry Journal 2. And you haven't heard anything about that since, because I admitted that I was struggling. So my gorgeous friend has taught me some things today, and she loves colour, and she has taught me about gesso. I haven't ever used, so some of you are probably saying that's so basic. I don't know about it. So for those people who have not yet tried, I love how my friend has shown me the impact of gesso. Here it is undiluted with water and slightly diluted. And I suddenly went, oh, I could cope with that. And if the paper is glossy, this is a way of taking away the gloss. Then she also gifted me this paint, which is unbleached titanium. I'm not aware of this, but look at this beautiful color. And my journals, I was suddenly thinking, I'm bringing my papers down. Look at this and the interplay. Suddenly, music to my ears, really. So this is it diluted with water. This is it slightly diluted, so you can still get a picture of that. So I suppose I'm definitely going to think about using this color over here. I haven't got a brush this afternoon, so you'll have to wait. But we'll do some playing. And finally, now this is my inspiration for this afternoon in a practical way. She has outlined, she's not a teacher, but look how amazing this is, ways to lessen the impact of the color. So a doily, I've been gifted doilies that are white and have not known anything to do, what to do with them. Look at that. How beautiful is that? So she's tea dyed that one. This one is tracing paper, sort of like this idea too, and I have got some tracing paper, which we might have a little flip through this afternoon. And so there's the mystery underneath it, or here it is glued over. This is tissue paper, and you know how I love my bits of old tissue, old applique patterns. And this one is a napkin, and she even included the napkin for me. Bless you, my friend. So I'm going to set out this afternoon to see if I can learn and put this into practice straight away. Don't know where I'm going to start, but we're going to work together. And just before, I don't like to keep people waiting, I did, if you haven't caught up with my Kate Stitching to Stitch, I did show on Kate Stitching to Stitch 4 how we start a pouch from scratch. Is that right, Pat? Yeah. Getting all my words muddled. And I shared that I have an outer layer and then an inside layer, and then yes, I will put on, and I know this sounds irrelevant, but I like to not keep people waiting. I could easily then rip this and make this the inside of the pouch. So I will have 3 layers. And I had another question about how many strands. In this one, it was just 1 strand, and this was the perle or crochet cotton, I think. Not good with names. Can't squash this to see. Yeah, number 12, pearl knit. That's from an op shop as well. Okay, so trying to answer it as we go along because we're learning together. So we'll get to the pouch on an itching to stitch. We're going to remember that Kate, so the purpose is for Kate to learn how to integrate the neutrals and poetry and colour using all the knowledge that is out there. So I'm just going to work away here, and I hope that you have the opportunity to be crafting alongside of you. I just realised that I've dribbled on and on and on and not asked how you are. I hope you hear it in my voice that I am thinking of you, and I've used it so often this week, overexcited, but actually I'm not going to call it overexcitement. I'm just going to say it's joy. The joy of making is just making me so happy. And I want to thank you for sharing with me when you're a new subby, or everyone that's sort of commented and then returns. I just go, oh my gosh, I've got a new friend, and I love and treasure every one of your stories. So thank you for sharing what you're making, how you're feeling, all of that about your making. All right, so okay, I have to be clever here, so I don't want to ruin those beautiful purple. It's a bit bright blue for me, so that's why I've chosen this as an example. And I'm going to imagine that this might be a pocket, or it might end up being fussy cut, who knows. Okay, let's be brave together. Could you tell what I was thinking? I was thinking there's too many green leaves, but I do like the shape of those flowers. Okay, we'll put those bits away, nothing to be wasted. Oh, we can sit our birdie in the garden as we go along. I've lost the first flowers already. There we are. That's what happens in the nest. I treasure every single one. So with this one, because of the proportion of the picture, I'm thinking we might work on it this way. And let's just get real about this. So this is why it's easy to have your things gathered around you in the nest. Where's my glue stick? Well, first gluing of the day is always the best. Happy place. Oh, I always forget. Do I need a chopper ripper? Let's see here. This is risk-taking time. Oh. Okay, so that's looking beautiful already. What else did I pull out? This one. I was talking to my friend about Meg journals and how, and if you haven't looked up her channel, you should, from the UK, but there's how she just amazingly, oh, look at that little one. Kate's going to do that pink. I can do that in my stitching, but a challenge in my journaling still. this, I would like, I mean, what do you think? Am I putting off trying? I'm up in the nest pulling down pieces of paper because I just think I can live with those colours. So let's just make a journal card now. Oh, up. Okay, I'll get my scissors. A bit gluey, but it's going to be worth it because I want to fit that. So I just glanced up. We made this together a little while ago, and just like the idea of framing that like that. Let's trim that up, and that will be a journal card. So far we've made 2 pieces together. One cockatoo. Look at those. See, that's what my heart is celebrating. It's hard to change. Well, not change. It's just stepping out of the comfort. Oh, look at these beautiful ones. They're all beautiful. I love that yellow daisy. I also went to a new op shop today. And believe me, op shopping and thrifting is new to me this year. Well, the things that I'm looking for this year. So thought I'm going to treat myself to friendship and thrifting. And before I knew it, I was at a totally new place I've lived in this area for many years, and I've never ever had the time or the inclination. I went in, and as well, I didn't find books there, but I did find some beautiful threads. I think that's what I got there. Yeah, lots and lots of colours that I'm going to use in my Roxy's, in my slow stitching, and particularly in Roxy's, what's it called? Journal of Stitchery Challenge. This week I have to finish off my box. Now I need a little bit more print. Look at that. So this way, sometimes when I do this, I think, well, they come out of the same book. They sort of belong together. So let's have them live happily ever after together. So this is a quick way of just framing a picture. And I'm just thinking if I could show you. I'm just finding one of my other journal. Yeah, this one would belong. So we're going to work on, I've just decided, we're going to work on this now with some of this experimenting so that it can find a home in this journal. So it's a bit bright at the moment. Oh, look. This is my friend. With brave wings she flies. Yeah. So again, just sharing that this feels too bright to me. Now, I'm not going to do gesso because I haven't really organised myself, because literally I've just walked in the door from all my fun. Aha. Now, I'm not a very good tearer of these papers. Look, there's Kate's sticky fingers. Okay, let's start with that. Thank you for the kind people that say they like to hear me giggling, and they giggle along. The other thing I realised, before I started this journey, I wasn't giggling much. And so the fact that you can hear me giggle, I'm getting emotional. What's happening today, Kate? Yeah, it's just a total gift, total joy. I mean, that's what the world needs, is kindness. Because once you experience, so I have to share, I didn't know my friend before I started this journey, and how quickly we have developed this wonderful camaraderie. Okay, so that's one thing I've tried. And do I need to cover the flowers? Well, I try 2 things on the one, because that's a bit like Kate. No, I know I have to do that thinner. She explained you have to separate the napkin. I think I'll try that with something else. Let me just think about that. So I just put a little bit of a triangle there that I shouldn't have, because I don't like those angles. How am I going to fix that? In my nest I had some, don't know, forget it. One moment, Kate. Let's just put that there. Oh, this, for goodness sake, was right in front of me. So the learning, ooh, what are you thinking? I'm losing too much, aren't I? I'll do that on something more bright and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, where are those blue? Where's the cockatoo? What are we going to do? Oh, too big and too shiny. That's my bird. So I'm just rustling through all these bits that we've already used this afternoon to find something that with my fingers relates to this. Okay. A silver lining. That's what I'm having, and I'm hoping you're having it too. So whatever stage of life we're in, I think it's important just to take the time out to give ourselves some making time. Oh, so that wasn't the bird. I like that. We're going to do it needs something stronger behind it, so that's why I'm auditioning. Okay. This is still remnants of the one and only time I did. I'm just liking the notion that this birdie is in the flowers. If I rip that off, I lose it. I think it's okay. Let's just go here. And let's do some pasting there. won't be a long one this afternoon because I've got something on tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I haven't tackled blue. Isn't that funny? Can you see that I've just stayed with, even though I said I was going to be very brave, this is as brave as I've got. So to be true to my word, do I want to do, actually, I think I need another bird book. Put your sunglasses on, but I think I love these stories. That's that one. And I think this may be the book with the owls in it. I could probably look up an index, but it's much, oh, look at those. Much more fun. Oh, every page. Now remember, this is not a new book. It was rescued. It's a rescue book, like we rescue. Oh, look at that page too. Okay. No, it's not going to come out easily. I'm just looking for some of this background paper. So often something from the same book will make a nice card. I'm very interested in that. They don't need, this needs this, I think. Yes. So let's be true to what I said and be brave, Kate. But I want bits without the dots on it. So this is me tearing away, probably be inefficient. Doesn't matter. And then we'll finish with the birdies. So I can show you what this effect looks like. Oh, that's right. I'm suddenly thinking, why am I gluing the picture? Oh, and let's have those wrinkles. And let's have the tear with the sticky fingers. That's pretty. That is pretty. Now, someone told me to tear the tissue with water, but I haven't got water down here. So I'm just going to cut and hope for the best. And actually, I don't mind. I've got some of those little dotties, even though I didn't plan for them. So I like that. Let's quickly I'm just ducking over to the side here. Oh, bit much. Can't go the whole journey yet. Oh. Yeah, I have to get rid of that bit and that bit. And you might go, what's Kate doing? Trying to match a little bit of this. And this is crazy paper. I think I've explained before that I just put some inks down and it just was a mess. But that was learning. Ruler, ruler, ruler. Oh, Kate. You know what? What happened then? My mind was a million miles away, and I realised that this time next week I will be boarding my plane. So this envelope has been sitting in front of me for a long time, and I just suddenly got the idea was already beautifully the right size. Let's put it like that. That'll be a flap, and this will be a pocket on the other side. Okay, a bit messy, not perfect, but my son uses the word decent, so go, maybe mum, that's decent. All right, just quickly check my time. Yeah, I'm going to do one more piece because I said I'd challenge myself to fussy cutting. A little bit more. And I love the idea of these birds. Particularly, I love the one on the green. Some of you have shared that magazines, and particularly ones, old magazines, are where you can get your fussy cuts out and you depend on them. Now, I don't know whether I need that branch in there. So could this little birdie, I don't want to cut anyone's feet. You know that I take the, I'm just going to have to do that, everyone. I take the antenna off butterflies. I'm a bit of a inexperienced antenna person, and also fussy cutting. But that's how much I've grown on my journey with you. Okay, let us look at these birdies. These will have to wait for another day. Oh, look at those. So cute. Tweet, tweet. See, one of the good things about being a messy creator for me is this was just lying there, and I saw that there's no substitute for certainty, and these little birds need to depend on nature. Keep them going. And I would use, so just for those of you who are just starting out, I would use this as a curiosity piece, like when someone opens the journal and they'll go, I wonder what that means. Now, is that too, that's too similar? Just a quick hunt. Okay, this is my own, I'm not calling it Australiana, but this is some of my style, my paper that I printed and not printed, what did I do? I think I painted it and then I stenciled it. And I'm thinking, pull that down, paste over here. Like that. A bit more. A little bit out of proportion. And which paper did I use at the beginning? Not the napkin, this one. Oh, it is the napkin. Oh, I had something a little bit lighter. I'm going to end up collaging something on top. Oh, about a bit of music. We haven't done that for a while, everyone. I've got to stop myself, I really do. But I could stay in my happy place with you all day and all night. So yes, those of you who like stitching as well, look out for Kate Can't Stop Stitching. And I'm going to do a crochet series as well, because that's so many of you, and I realise that unless you can sort of physically see, for some of us it's hard to learn. Like, you can look at the instructions. Someone said to me yesterday, I just don't get the treble and the half treble, and I go, but they're all the same. Okay, let us organise our nest and see. I mean, I didn't finish that sentence because I was thinking about organising the nest. If you understand where it all starts and the chains, etc., there is a logical way to help you learn to crochet easily. So I suppose this is symbolic. Okay, let's recap through the mess. Oh, there's a little birdie. So my challenge to myself is to start using more birds. Put all those strips over there. That's a theme that I love and haven't done. At the same time, introduce more colour to my journals. That's a strong one. Here is one that needs treating. Here's one already made. Here is some flowers that I still need to learn how to collage. And here's a bird in the cage. I just realised we don't really want him to be in the cage, so let's just say for now that's Kate in the journal nest saying thank you so much for joining me. Love you lots, and I'll see you next time. Please join me and write to me and tell me how you're going. Okay, actually that would be better. All right, bye for now.